Boom, 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 boom. Hey everybody, Last Outrider here. Welcome to part 2 of 40k Slan. Yes, 40k Lizardmen. You ready? I'm going to start at the beginning of the paragraph. The Slan inhabit an area to the north of the galactic pole, living upon a number of proximate, prosperous worlds. Their society remains closed to other races, but appears to be homogeneous throughout, with a similar technological base, language, and culture on each planet. Exceptionally, groups of Slan live as primitive savages on a number of worlds beyond Slan space, including planets of the Imperium. Yes, that's what they said. And yes, that is exceptional. Slan live on Imperium planets with humans. It goes on. There is little that the Slan want or need, and traders often get a feeling that they are being watched and studied, and that the exchange of goods is of no importance to the Slan. Primitive Slan lived on Imperium worlds with human settlers and traded. Although, as you can see, it probably wasn't actually trading. Perhaps the reason they could live there is because they don't want anything. But who knows? This whole xenophobia thing, you got to start reworking your concept of the Imperium when you can imagine that primitive Slan, lizardmen from Warhammer Fantasy Battle, lived on worlds of the Imperium with humans in 40k. Boom. So basically, that just establishes that the Fantasy Battle planet is just another world, a feudal world within the 40k Imperium. You got it right there. Let's go to organization now. Slan warriors are called braves, and a number of braves, plus a leader, makes up a war band. The number of warriors in a band varies, but is usually between 6 and 8, although it can vary between 2 and 12. This can be randomly determined using 2d6. A senior officer, called a war leader, commands a group of war bands. Where armies are large, it will have many war leaders, all of whom will meet before a battle to make plans and exchange ideas with experienced war leaders, chiefs, and mages. Mages! Yes! In 40k! The war leader in overall charge is called the war chief, selected from and by the war leaders. The greatest and most respected individuals in Slan society are the Great Mages. Their aid would be sought in battle, for their knowledge of magic, philosophy, and arcane sciences is formidable. Knowledge of magic. So yes, in 40k, you would pretty much have a lizardman army looking almost exactly as it would look today in 40k, with a Slan great mage instead of a mage priest, or maybe you could call it a mage priest, I mean, who cares, leading the battle. It's true. Let's go on. The great mages remain aloof from society, although their advice is constantly sought by social leaders. Slan society is tribal, and the leader of each tribe is known as the Mage Chief. Except amongst primitive Slan, tribes never fight each other, and tribal relations are peaceful. A schematic diagram of Slan society is reproduced below, which is just a line chart that says Great Mages at the chart, Mage Chiefs and other social leaders right below that, War Chiefs, War Leaders, War Band, Leader, and Braves of the War Band, which, as they said before, is typically between 2 to 12. Okay. The concept of the warband is important to the Slan attitude. Wait, I'm sorry. The concept of the warband is important to the Slan attitude to life. Oh, no, that is exactly what it says. Huh. I guess there's a little editing mistake there. Every Slan is expected to live its life according to a strange, mystic, and largely unfathomable ritual, as a result of which the individual passes through life stages. The calling to a life stage would seem a real and almost unstoppable thing to a Slan, and can happen at any time. So that a peaceful technician might become a wanderer, a warrior, a hermit, etc., once that life stage calls to him. Once a Slan feels the call to become a warrior, it joins one of its tribe's warbands, or forms a warband of its own. Because of this unpredictable recruiting method, warbands change all the time. Does any of this sound familiar? Any of it? Because this is why I went from originally playing Lizardmen in 40k to playing Eldar. Why? It's the path system. The path system of the Eldar, becoming aspect warriors, changing different paths in life as a part of the life cycle. That was originally the Lizardmen and Slan in Warhammer 40k First Edition. It's true, but it gets even crazier, because I guarantee you when I finish reading the next part of this, you will find that the White Scars are going to adopt the warrior philosophy of the Slan. Okay? Until next time, bye!